Hi everyone, this is KK Downing of KK's Priest, and you're watching CMS TV.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Its red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh!
Buenos dias. Good afternoon.
Hello, sir.
How are you, my friend? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. I am wonderful. My eyes have ring burn in them from staring at this fucking ring light for the last 4 hours.
Dude, I can't catch a break to save my life, dude. Literally.
I know.
Like
Well,
now
your
my
life has
head's
been
all
saved.
well, I guess. But now my head's all congested. Like it's tough to hear now. Like either that or my brain is just bleeding and I'll just die here in front of the camera at some point tonight.
Let's not do that. I don't have Greg on standby today, so you have to make it through the show.
Might get better ratings.
All right, get the carcass out of the way. Greg, you're up.
Maybe if I promoted that I was going to die on camera, that would actually, would have done something.
People would still only watch and replay.
Man. It's been one of those, I can't even say it's been one of those weeks. It's fucking Monday, dude.
I know. It already fit. Dude, you are singing my song. I literally, as I told you before we got off, I just finished a 2-hour web meeting.
Yeah.
At 3:55. I finished. And I took a walk down the hall just to stretch my legs a little bit, and then I came right back in here. And when I came back in here, as I was thinking the same thing, I was like, man, this has been a long week. And I was like, shit, it's Monday.
It's Monday. What do we do? It's Monday. Yeah. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was. Before I even talk about my weekend, I would like to acknowledge, and we got to start doing a better job of this because I'm terrible at it. Let's acknowledge our friend Scott for a $2 super chat.
Really?
He threw us $2 and said $2 not to die, please. So
nice.
So there's two more. The show has profited today.
Does that go into the account that we set up or no?
No, me and you have to talk about that. all by itself. But I tried to set it up, and of course, I need your login information to your online banking.
Jesus Christ.
It's all this to throw in 2 codes. It's so effing stupid. I'm trying not to swear, at least in the first half hour or whatever.
Who cares? Why?
Because YouTube, I got a list of things that YouTube does jack you up for, and if you swear in the first 10 minutes, they lower your priority.
Oh, really? I already screwed that up. Sorry.
Well, but
We should probably talk before shows. So that way.
Well, again, I showed up at what, 3:59, because I was on a meeting up until right before. But yeah,
I don't even tell you the hassle that the online banking thing has been. So forget about it.
It's a pain. But yeah, my weekend was fine. I mean, I did my normal stuff, CMS Saturday night, and then, dude, my life is so bizarro that I feel like I'm on a 6-day week now, because I'm up, like this week, I was up doing processing after the CMS. I do all the web work on right after the show, because I just want to get it done and over with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to waste all day Sunday doing it. Well, I was up until, I think, 8:30 on Sunday morning. So then I didn't want to do anything on Sunday. So I didn't. I literally sat around watching old episodes of Homicide: Life on the Street and sleeping. And then Eric for Chris Aiken Presents had hit me up and said, hey, I want to talk about this Saturday Night Live thing that was airing Sunday. So can you watch that? So I watched that last night, and
we'll get into
that. But oh boy, I remember now why I gave up watching Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
The one thing that's been struggling for me since this whole like being sick thing happened is like my other jobs, dude. Like my other jobs have been like failing miserably because I haven't been able to go out and do stuff like that. And then the weather has been so shitty.
Oh,
I am so over this freaking winter. It has been nonstop.
Yeah, it has been bad.
Nonstop snows, nonstop ice. I'm just so tired of it.
It's been bad. The only place that it's been good for, if I can sing any praises for the weather, this shitty weather has been very great for Pinball PA.
Well, that's good.
Dude, we had our first $6,000 weekend in like 2 years. Like, we did really, really great over the weekend. That is because everybody doesn't want to sit at home, so they go out and they play pinball. It's like, all right, this is great. You know, bring on the snow.
It's just been so bad, man. And I blame my wife, to be honest with you.
It's your wife's fault?
Because at the beginning of the winter, she goes, well, I'm not really worried about this winter because, the past couple of winters have been so mild. Maybe there is some of this climate change. And I was like, all right, get the hell out of here. There's no such thing as climate change. And of course, then we get the worst winter
We've been really lucky these last few winters. This one is like catching us back up. There's truth to that.
Well, there's truth to that, but I don't want to hear that. I don't need that. We don't need to catch up. I was all for global warming. I give a shit less about the East Coast, West Coast. I live here.
Yeah.
My house isn't going to fall into the lake, so I'm not really worried about it.
Unless that wave gets really big over there in New York, it ain't going to hit me.
Okay. Yeah, we're fine.
It's like, what was the movie? Armageddon or the other one with the Biederman thing? Totally Deep Impact. Deep Impact.
Remember
Deep Impact? And remember they were all climbing up the mountain and the wave got just short of the people?
Yeah.
That's us. No, that was probably Ohio.
Yeah, but you and I would be at the bottom of the hill going, fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't climbing up there.
All right, I'll see if I can swim.
I'm going to float to the top.
Let me see if I can outswim this. I'm not running up this thing.
Dude, I'm going to rely on my buoyancy at that point. Hope that my big tits actually get me to the top of the mountain.
Yeah, I'm just going to hold this styrofoam cooler and hope it floats me to the top.
Like, have you seen me? I have natural water wings. I'm going to float to the top.
Too funny. Oh, man. But yeah, it has been a tough winter. That is for sure.
Yeah, you guys can keep it in PA.
I am at the Boom Boom Club. How'd you know?
What's the Boom Boom Club?
No, I just have the strippers behind me.
Oh. You haven't noticed. Look at that. And you're worried about me swearing on YouTube and you got naked chicks behind you.
They're not naked.
Well, they're topless.
You can't see that for sure.
I'm imagining.
There's probably pasties on some of them.
But yes, look, the climate did change from last year. Climate is constantly changing.
Well, we're all going to be dead in what? 2 years ago, according to AOC, right?
Well, according to Al Gore, 10 years ago, we were supposed to be dead.
Yeah, they just keep kicking that can down the line because it's bullshit.
It's bullshit. Well, now we're banned from YouTube for like 10 different things already.
Oh, we're at 10:30. We're past 10 minutes. We're at 10:30, so now I can swear.
I do want to say thank you, though, real quick, before we get into the Saturday Night Live thing.
Yeah.
For all the love and support that people have been giving me. Because it really has been like nonstop.
It's great.
People reaching out and asking how I'm doing, and I wish I had something
there. Give us an
better
update. How are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know how I'm doing.
Do you feel better? A little better?
Well, here's my problem. One, I feel like I'm completely congested, and I'm assuming that there's not like a brain bleed or anything like that going on. Look, all right, they did an MRI on my head. They did a CAT scan. They did some sort of, it was called an EEG.
Yeah.
Where they attached these shit to my head and did all kind of stuff. Now, I'm assuming they found some sort of a brain in there so we could leave the jokes aside. But they said there was no tumor, there was no signs of stroke or anything like that. And they did an EKG, they did all the stuff to my heart and everything to make sure that I didn't have a heart attack, nothing like that. And they said it was all fine, right?
Okay.
But now I'm still sitting there going paranoid as fuck. Like every time I do something, like it's going to happen again. Like I was talking to my dad on the way home today. Like I'm afraid driving home that all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm just gonna have this crazy seizure again, and I'm gonna fucking kill 10 people or a bus full of kids while I'm driving on the highway. I never had something like that happen before, so why wouldn't it happen again?
Yeah, it's probably going to take you a minute to get past that, man. I mean, it's a traumatic thing. I mean, you're trying to. I get what you're doing. You're fear mongering because you just had the unknown happen, but you know, dude. Eventually, you'll just get back to living normally. It's just going to take a minute because it was a traumatic thing. You're almost like mad at yourself for being fearful of a traumatic event that you just had. That would be like me saying, well, I can't be around a stove because there's flames. You know, and I was like that. I ain't going to lie and tell you that I wasn't. I was like that for a long time where I was absolutely petrified of stoves and fireworks and anything that went boom. You know, it's normal, dude.
I guess, but no signs of a stroke. Yet another excuse to get out of doing a show. You're right. That's Look, I don't know why it happened other than the fact that I had a bad infection on my leg.
Yeah.
Which can raise your blood sugar. Mm-hmm. So then the fact that I have bad blood sugar probably to begin with, and then, you know, with that infection, it did something and
sure, and it
caused the seizure.
Yeah, it caused the seizure, and now you got fear of it.
Blood sugar to get that high and ended up causing a seizure.
But you do at least acknowledge that it's not craziness that you're worried about this, right? Because you sound like you think it's crazy and wrong that you're worried about it happening again. That's totally normal, dude.
Look, I don't think it's crazy and wrong to worry about it happening again, but my problem is I'm afraid I'm going to bring it on again by sitting there and worrying about it. And then, or I'm going to psych myself out and I can't drive a car. I can't do this. Dude, I sit there at work now because they got rid of everybody. I'm literally by myself with one other guy in the morning, and we're sitting there and I'm running Bob's show and everything, right? Mm-hmm. Sure. So we got Bob. And so it's terrifying sitting there going, who the hell is going to save me if this happens now? Like, what am I going to do?
Yeah,
and I can't live my life like that. But, dude, it is a traumatic experience when I wasn't expecting it to happen. It's not like anything like that ever happened before. At least when I lost the leg, I had a month at a fucking hospital to like, get my head straight. Mm-hmm. Because that's where I was. I was there. I had doctors surrounding me, and you sat there, and that's all you had.
Yeah.
And now you're just sitting there going, "Oh, well, hope that doesn't happen again," because that really sucked.
No, you're not. And again, all I'm saying to you is you're not wrong for having these thoughts. Of course you should have these thoughts. Of course you should be paranoid about it. But there ain't nothing you can do about it. Not really. Sitting at home isn't going to make it any less likely of happening.
No.
So why worry about that then?
Well, because you get, dude, you get in your comfort zones, and you feel like, all right, I'm safe here. But, like...
If you want to put it all into perspective, and I don't know how we ended up down this awful rabbit hole, but let's put it in perspective.
You're asking me how I'm doing, because I said thank you to all these people.
You, me, everybody listening, everybody, we're going to die somewhere. And we all hope and pray that it's sleeping in our own bed and we drift off. We all hope for that.
That would be nice.
But the reality is, some people that are listening, and this is however many people we got listening to us right now, some of them are going to die in their car. Some of them are going to die in their bed. Some of them are going to get hit by a bus. Some of them are going to die on a plane. Some of them are going to choke to death eating at the Brown Derby. Some of them are going to die in any other number. Some are going to get cancer. Some are going to get AIDS. Every possible thought you can think of is going to happen to somebody, and we're all going to end up dropping dead. And if you sit there and just focus on how is it going to be and when is it my time, and I'm scared of it being my time, you're never going to move forward, and
I get that.
And that's why you just have to be like, it's going to be what it's going to be.
But that's where I struggle a little bit because, dude, I mean, we're talking, this is time number 2. Where you sit there and go, man, that was, again, could have been it there. Like if I didn't say to my wife, hey, I think I need to go to the hospital because something doesn't feel right here.
Sure. Could have been.
And if I just sat there and said, yeah, I'm fine, and just pushed her out and let her go to work, there's a good possibility that I'm not here right now, dude.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah,
because something like that would have happened when she was gone. My poor daughter would have been upstairs and would have came downstairs and found me that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
possibly dead.
It's awful. No.
And when you think about stuff like that, it's terrifying.
Yeah, I don't disagree. All I'm saying is it's going to happen. So you can't worry about it to where you don't do. Dude, I know when I had COVID, and I know that's obviously different, but I had COVID bad enough that I just about died. I mean, I really did. I was hospitalized for 8 days, and I didn't start breathing correctly for probably 4 months. And really, it took me just about a year before I was able to even walk around and stuff without getting winded. I mean, I really almost died. And I know for a fact that I got COVID at the Funny Stop down, which me and you have been to since.
Yeah.
I got it at the Funny Stop at the Anthony Cumia comedy show. I know when I got it. It's the only time I had been out during COVID, and I got so sick that I almost died. And when I got better, I had a choice. Do I hide? Do I not go out again? Do I not go to that comedy club anymore? Or do I just say, fuck it, whatever is going to be is going to be. And that's the path I chose. And look, there's no saying that I won't go to the comedy club the next time I get sick, or to a restaurant, or to me and you do an event together and get sick. It could happen, but I ain't going to worry about it. By the way, thank you, Cody. Cody with a $10 super chat. Wow.
Get out.
Show's making more money than it's made ever. We're at 12 big ones today, bro.
Dude, I'm going to have another seizure next week. And then,
so we can get paid.
No.
We are up to Big Macs.
I would definitely not do that on purpose.
Brian. It's funny.
But it is. It's one of those. It's just those thoughts that go through your head. Mm-hmm. It's difficult to deal with at times. And look, it's not like it. I mean, this happened a week ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. You have no distance in it. None. It's easy for me to wax poetic about about when I had COVID is 3 freaking years ago. You know, a week out. Dude, believe me, the day I got home from COVID, every time I was wheezing even a little bit, I was like, oh my God, something's wrong. I got it again, you know. I don't feel right. Something's bad, you know, and just like that, you know, same thing. I had those thoughts for a while. You'll get past it.
That is true. All it takes for the show to make money is Seth knocking on death's door. A harsh crowd. A little bit.
Well, then start pretending you're sick every once in a while. What the fuck's wrong with you? Seth, are you shaking, Seth? Are you having a seizure now?
Man, don't even start. Don't get me paranoid.
We can stop that seizure right now with a $20 super chat.
That's fine. I pay for shit. Seth almost died. Take my $10.
There you go.
I know, but seriously, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Cody.
Thank you, Cody. Thank you, Scott. No thanks to you, John.
Hey, we can thank John too. He's a $5 guy.
Oh, okay.
He is a $5 guy. See, there you go. Seize up on the air, and it will bring in the bucks.
Let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
Let's not even pretend that would be a fun idea.
Yeah, dudes, what is going on with the planes in this country?
I didn't see this one.
I didn't see it either. Obviously,
I heard about. I saw something quick about it.
Let me see if I can find it real quick. But I mean, this is last week. Vince Neil's plane crashed. He wasn't on it, but Vince Neil crashed his plane the week before. We had the Philadelphia or whatever plane that crashed into like a shopping mall in Philly. Yeah, there's planes falling out. Is this really DEI? Is that what it is?
Somehow I don't think so.
Plane crash. Where is that at? Philly? No, where was that at today? Toronto, right? I'm just looking. Delta flight crashes at... Is this right now? Yeah, this is 2 minutes ago. Perfect. Hold on.
Dude, see, John, that's what I'm worried about. Anytime your light pocket stuff just starts staring off camera and drooling and then fall out of your chair.
It's good to see the real compassion, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, let's see what this is about. It's breaking news, people.
The Delta Airlines crash landing in Toronto. We are getting some video in live right now, so we want to pass that along to you. This is courtesy of CTV and showcasing this Delta Airlines flight that is now upside down after a crash in Toronto. This was a version of a situation that happened earlier today. And again, the flight crash landing, it originated from Minneapolis, crash landed here in Toronto. And the best case scenario, though, did happen with all passengers safe, all crew members safe as well. And again, we are bringing this to you here on Live Now from Fox as we are seeing more of the emergency crews just centered in around this area in the airport that is no doubt been seeing such a different day than what they...
Dude, can you imagine this? Would you ever get on a plane again?
Still safer than me laying in bed, apparently, but
safer than those spiders getting near you. I'm going to take you up on that answer, Charlie. That's Charlie Clowney, right?
Yes.
I will do that on some point. By the way, if I can give a quick shout out props to Charlie Clowney, I saw the video of him rocking some Megadeth with his young child.
Yes.
Bravo to Charlie. That's a good parent.
That is a good parent.
Teaching his kid the right way with some Megadeth in the car.
That's
Bravo.
after he was posting pictures of trans doctors and ruining their careers. But other than that...
Well, if he's ruining their careers, bravo to that, too.
I agree. Charlie's a good man. Charlie actually came up and visited me in the hospital.
Well, that's nice.
That's what I'm wondering, Charlie. How does an airplane flip over on its roof?
Yeah, I mean, that'd have to be a hell of a gust of wind to flip it completely over.
Yeah.
Even the 9/11 guys weren't able to do that when they took it down into Shanksville, allegedly.
Oh, dude, don't be that guy.
Because, no, it wasn't shot down.
You think it was shot down?
I do think it was shot down. That's why you've never seen hard. That's why you barely see any scraps the size of a postage stamp there, because they blew it up. They blew it up, and the only thing you got was the hole that hit when the engine hit it. They got that shit out of there quick.
Dude, Charlie, where are you going? Knowing Charlie's probably going to Disney. Spend his money there at the...
What's in Toronto? Is there a Disney in Toronto?
I don't know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah, well, Charlie, I would suggest not flying Delta.
I wouldn't get on a plane anytime soon. I mean, the amount of shit that you, like you said, has been going on, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
Okay, air traffic control can't flip a plane.
Yeah, I don't know about trusting AI for air traffic control either. Haven't you ever been told to turn the wrong direction with your GPS?
All the time.
That's basically AI.
I use AI. I use for DoorDash all the time, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And so it tells me wrong. Dude, I tell you what happened the other day with my
No.
GPS. So driving with my daughter, right? We're DoorDashing, trying to make a little extra cash for the weekend, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
And so we're driving down the road. You got an order in the back, and it says turn right.
Okay.
So I turn right where it says to turn right. It happens to be in a fucking cemetery. So now I drive to the back of the cemetery realizing that, okay, I'm not exactly in the right spot here, right? And I go to turn around in the back of the cemetery. My car gets stuck on a block of ice.
Oh, man.
We were stuck there for 45 minutes on this block of ice that was trapped underneath my car. My daughter was on her hands and knees with an ice scraper digging the car out. So yes, GPS and AI gets it wrong all the time.
They do. They get it. They mess it up a lot. This is always fun, since we're talking. So it's well known that GPS is not always the best. It's too funny.
John's gonna be flying in March, so he's already calling it quits. We'll see who dies first, me or John Drake.
I'll bang his wife on the coffin.
Wow, dude.
No offense.
You literally save $400 a person driving to Toronto and parking the car at an airport parking lot and flying out of there to Rome.
Oh, wow. Is Charlie going to Rome?
Big Bucks Charlie going to Rome.
No kidding.
My sister-in-law just got back from Italy.
See? John's on board. Be there for her in her time of grief. You assume there'll be grief.
That's awful. John Drake is flying, so yeah, I'm going to take out an insurance policy on his ass.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, well, another bet between me and John.
There you go. Who dies first, you or John? Problem is, how do we get the loser to pay?
Loser sucks. That's loser pays enough, don't you think?
Oh, and there goes Facebook. Oops.
What happened?
Probably showing The Office.
Sons of bitches.
Probably from showing The Office, they shut us down. Sons of bitches. Let's see if it'll let me bring it back on. Well, we'll see if it reconnects or not. I have a feeling they shut us down for showing that whole minute of The Office. You know, because we're bad boys. We're rebels.
Calling all metalheads, the CMS Network is now on Substack, and it's your new metal haven. Get your daily dose of the classic metal show, Chris Aiken Presents, The Seth Williams Show, and all our other shows, all in one killer app. It's free to join, or just pay $4.99 a month, go ad-free, snag original early releases, and unlock exclusive bonus content. But that's not all. It's an online community where you can hang out with fellow ad bangers who live for raw, uncensored commentary. Ready to join the thrash? Download the Substack app from your iOS or Android store, search for the CMS Network, and get into the pit. It's free and the ultimate way to bring our metal madness with you every day. Install a Substack app now and follow the CMS Network.
Well, I'm about to show some more stuff. You want to watch some little story about this Tom Hanks disaster last night?
Please. Maybe. There it goes.
There you go.
There's quite a few people calling out Tom Hanks for his portrayal of a racist Southern Trump supporter on Saturday Night Live.
If more folks went to church, we wouldn't be in this mess we're in now.
You know what? I agree with you, Doug. I'd like to shake your hand, sir. Here we go.
No.
Oh, no. Like that. Oh, no. It's just a handshake. Yeah, it's just a handshake. Yeah, all right. You're welcome at Black Jabber anytime.
Oh, well, all right. Well, thank you, my brother. Maybe I'll start a show for you to come on, and we'll call it White Jeopardy.
No, we don't need it.
Hilarious, isn't it? Believe it or not, this isn't the first time they've done this exact joke. Take a look at this from 2016.
I appreciate you saying that. I like that. I really It's all good.
Before anyone says I can't take a joke, I've seen plenty that makes fun of Trump or Trump supporters that I've laughed at, often and usually from the right themselves. But the best comedy often reflects the truth, and what this serves to do is reveal what liberal elites like Tom Hanks really think. First of all, let's remind Mr. Hanks of an inconvenient truth that blows the entire premise of this sketch away. Take a look at this picture. Take a look at these vote totals. Trump voters outnumber you, Mr. Hanks. While in your gated celebrity bubble you may believe that a Trump supporter can only be a bumbling racist idiot, you are the minority.
If more folks went to church, we wouldn't be in this mess we're in now.
Make no mistake, the idea of people going to church is being
Well, there you go.
Screw that guy.
He is.
I mean, the whole thing's
really,
like 5 minutes long, but
yeah, he has really wrecked his reputation with his politics. You know, I mean, hey, the bit's
a lot of these
funny,
people have.
but the bit's not funny. Is that bit?
No.
And this was my. I unfortunately, very unfortunately, watched the entire 3.5 hours, whatever it was, of the SNL, which honestly, it was the first time I've watched SNL like at all since probably like Eddie Murphy. You know, I mean, I'm just not. I don't find it funny, and it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny at all last night. But then on top of it, then they started sliding in their fucking political banter, which is fine. They're free to do it. I mean, but
Didn't Steve Martin and Martin Short do like a Canadian joke or something?
yeah, they did that, and you know they had Steve Martin, and Steve Martin, not for nothing, but my man turned into Roxanne, or his character in Roxanne. His nose is fucking huge. You know, he looks odd. But yeah, they did a joke where Martin Short came out and said something, and Steve Martin called for ICE, and they dragged him off the screen. You know, ICE dragged him off the screen because he was Canadian. So yeah, it was just bad. And you know, then they had the Weekend Update with Colin Jost and Michael Shea, and they started that off with making jokes about how they're lucky they made it to 50 years and they weren't sure they were going to make it to the end of the episode because the president wants them censored. And then I'm like, what world are we in that President Trump is asking for censorship? Where is he asking for censorship? I was the last guy. Wasn't it the last guy?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like enough with this. You guys lost, and I'm not against. Say whatever you want to say, but you look like a fucking idiot. Tom Hanks comes off like an idiot. Nothing else from last night, in my opinion. I mean, you saw the clip.
Of course, he looks like an idiot, and I guess he's been taking a lot of shit on like X about it.
Do you think that there was anything fun? Even if let's say for the sake of argument,
he cares though.
I don't think he cares. He has no money. He has no problem taking money from this country, right. But he's happy to shit on it. You know, he's just a piece of shit. It's too bad that his character in Philadelphia wasn't real.
You know what's funny is I said the exact same thing to my wife on the way home today. I called her and we were talking about Tom Hanks. She's like, "What do you have to talk about in the show?" I said, "Probably Tom Hanks." And I said to her, "Too bad Philadelphia wasn't a real movie.
Yeah,
then we would have to deal with this bullshit."
He could have just had his liver rot out from AIDS, died. Piece of shit.
Have not watched in years.
Yeah, I hadn't watched in. I mean, it's been a long time, man. It just hasn't. Take the politics out of it for a minute. Watching that thing last night, the only reason I watched it was because my partner Eric from Chris Aker Presents wanted to talk about it for our show tomorrow, so he wanted me to watch it. Dude, I fell asleep first of all because it's so long. And you know this about me, the fans may not, but I don't go to sleep early. Almost never. I'm usually texting you at 11, 12 o'clock, whatever, at midnight. Yeah. This was so fucking boring that I've passed out somewhere around 9 o'clock, 9:30 last night. Woke up at like 2 o'clock in the morning or something. But I passed completely out because it was so dull. And then I got up this morning and I watched the rest of it, and I was like, I need to go back to sleep because it was so dull again. It was awful.
Yeah, I started watching just a little bit of it, and then I actually watched the Daytona 500.
Yeah,
I found car racing to be more entertaining than the SNL stuff.
You found cars driving in circles more interesting than SNL.
Look, I thought Adam Sandler, the last song or whatever was.
Yeah, that song was sort of funny.
Kind of good.
Dude, the way they sucked Lorne Michaels' dick was embarrassing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, all right. The guy made a show of hack comedians doing hack comedy, and he got lucky with it. So what?
Tom, I agree with you. A skit with Biden and nursing home would have been funny too. Yeah, lighten up and laugh. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
And I can laugh. One, it's the same joke that they did 8 years ago, whatever it was. But two, they're not trying to be funny. If they were trying to be funny, that's one thing. They were trying to be insulting. They were trying to call Trump supporters hillbilly, racist douchebags. I mean, that's what they were trying to do. Yeah. It wasn't an attempt at humor, in my opinion. It was because we know how Tom Hanks feels. Tom Hanks hates us. He hates Trump, and he hates people that voted for Trump. So it wasn't meant to be funny. The crowd didn't even laugh.
Yeah, it wasn't good. And the same with the when they said at the beginning about at the weekend update desk about Colin Jost saying about the president wants to silence this show too. Wasn't funny, wasn't ironic, wasn't it was just dumb. Wasn't even real. Wasn't even a play on reality. It was just dumb. And overall, I mean, take those out of it. Tell me some other funny parts, because I could think of like two things that I found to be remotely funny, and the rest of it was embarrassingly bad. I liked the one, I don't know if you saw it or not, but there was a segment with someone from the last 30 years coming back to see the stage. Yeah. And they had Pete Davidson there as like some retarded carpenter or something. And she wanted Pete Davidson to be with him, and So Pete Davidson was just kind of standing there going, yeah. And it was kind of funny.
I didn't watch enough to know that.
It was, but then they had others. Like, I like Andy Samberg. I do find him to be funny. I really definitely enjoyed Brooklyn Nine-Nine, that TV show.
Yeah.
But they did this skit with him and that Korean guy or Japanese guy or whatever, that Yang guy, Brian Yang. I don't even know his name. I don't know. I'd never seen him before. And they were dressed in like 80s clothes and they were doing some song and dance number about the history of the show. And I was just like, this is embarrassing. Why are they doing this?
What little I saw, I didn't like.
Yeah, it was bad.
Scooby says Trump's flyover in Air Force One and Trump's taking a lap in the presidential limo. It was awesome. I don't know if he's joking or not. I've seen some of Scooby's posts before. I'm not sure that he's being serious there, but it was awesome, to be honest with you. And when they talk to the racers during the rain delay and all that kind of shit, the racers and the people there loved the fact that he was there.
Sure.
The crowd cheered for him during the national anthem when they put his picture on the screen. Mm-hmm. He brought his fucking little granddaughter with him, and it was cute. All right, at least we have a president that was out doing something where the public is and not sitting on a fucking beach in Delaware, some bullshit, and not doing anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, the liberal community they're trying desperately to convince people that Trump is this hated dictator guy. Everywhere he shows up look at the Super Bowl. They showed him on the screen. Humongous applause. Probably the biggest ovation of the Super Bowl was when they showed Trump. Then they showed Taylor Swift and everybody booed. It showed where America as a country is. It's changed. And I keep seeing, I don't know if you keep seeing this or not, and I know we'll probably get into this as well. I keep seeing everybody saying that he's being a dictator because he's gutting our government, him and Elon Musk. They're gutting our government. I'm watching it. There's only one person's opinion. I couldn't be happier with every single thing. They're trying to tell me that this is bad and that's bad. And, him ending U.S. aid and all that other shit is bad. I couldn't be happier seeing it.
Me too.
I'm thrilled. And they're like, if you're happy that this dictator is being a dictator, then...
Okay, I hate to tell you, but Barack Obama and Bill Clinton both said they were going to do the same fucking thing 20 years ago, and neither one of them did it like Trump is doing it, but they both said that there was fraud and waste in our government that needed to go. We have somebody who's finally doing it.
Yes.
And finding a lot of it, oh, by the way.
Billions!
But it's only a dumbass liberal that will sit there and complain that we're getting rid of waste and fraud in the government. Yeah. The government has been corrupted. I'm not saying just Democrats, Republicans too.
Yes,
they've all been on this bandwagon, this gravy train of getting money that they don't deserve. Yeah. And finally you have somebody who's doing something about it. And if everybody that's beating their chest about how bad it is are the ones that are making $150,000 a year and their net worth is like $50 million. Because they're what? Good at stock trading? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. They've been on the take. Look at the minute USAID stopped paying Politico, they couldn't pay their payroll. Right.
The minute that it's all been on the dole, it's all been on the take, and it's done. And I'm all these liberal people that are sitting there saying, well, he's a dictator and he's wrecking our government. You know what? What he's wrecking should be wrecked. Call it our government, call it the government, call it corruption, call it whatever you want. Whatever is in place that he's tearing down should not have been there. Shouldn't have been there. This U.S. aid, how they got access to all this money. That's what I want to know. When are we going to start seeing some jailing on the people at the government level, the senatorial people or the congressman or whoever the fuck approved this organization getting this money to funnel out to all this bullshit?
Well, and like Cody says, USAID audit proved that Hollywood was getting money from the government to spew propaganda.
Yes.
So it's the left-wing media.
It's ridiculous, and it should be stopped. Dude, another thing I saw over the weekend, and this makes me question liberals' love of America, their alleged love of America, because I don't believe they do. And and this one incident made it black and white to me that they don't. You saw the thing about the Canadian, the U.S. Canada hockey thing.
Yes.
Where the Canadian people booed the U.S. national anthem.
Yes.
And then we went out and just beat their fucking asses, both in the game and in real life.
Yeah. Yeah.
That should happen. I saw so many liberals saying it's embarrassing I forget what the thing is called, the Great Ice Classic or whatever. This is an embarrassment to our nation. No, it's not. It's the first time in a fucking almost 2 decades that we've looked strong, that we've acted like a strong nation, that our guys that represent us absolutely represented us and didn't do a Megan Rapinoe and go out there and take the accolades while saying what a shitty place this is to live.
And you know what I read today?
If you hate that.
And you know what I read today? That the U.S. hockey team wants Trump at the next game.
Good. I say put him on the bench, for God's sakes. Let him sit there on the bench with them and high five him and do his little YMCA dance when they score.
Clinton cut 40,000 jobs.
Yeah. I just can't believe that we live in a country where Americans don't want America to be strong.
I mean, did you see out in like Lyndhurst over the weekend? There's a bunch of dumbass liberals protesting Elon Musk at a Tesla dealer.
Oh, good.
I thought they were all for the electric cars.
Yeah, but until he's but now he's the bad guy.
Except for Elon's electric cars.
Well, he's the bad guy now. He's cutting funding to trans bullshit. Did you see the trans, I'll say lady, for lack of a better term, that was at some city council protesting because USAID their city council cut $500,000 for trans programs?
Jesus, dude.
Trans programs.
They should be repaying the money that they got.
That's what I'm saying. Why would there be any city money given to trans programs? Let's see. Protesting trans programs, city council, idiot. Usually, if you do that, you can find it.
This trans stuff has been out of control. I mean, let's give up the fad and let's call it a day already.
Yeah.
And this country should sure as hell not be sending money to other countries to promote the mutilation of children and the changing of genders.
How about I'll say this so that I'm not left or right, because I don't really want to be left or right. I don't care. I just want to be left alone is what I want to be. How about if we just stop funding any social construct things and use the government money to fund things like roads, bridges?
Because I don't think you understand. Like it's a new world order. It is. It's a world government that they want.
Right. But is this really happening? I don't believe this is happening that often, like that they need $500,000 of money. There's just not that many of them. There's just not that many of them in one city, any city.
I think you're right to an extent, John. The bottom line is that liberals just don't like the person delivering the message. If Tom Hanks or Stephen King were pushing for these changes, they'd be behind it. I think to an extent, you're right.
Yeah.
Their hatred for Donald Trump is just beyond
anything
I've ever seen in my life. Mm-hmm. I think Donald Trump slept with like everybody's wife. Dude. I don't know what it is. Like, what the hatred is just unbelievable to me.
It is. It's crazy, especially where he's just doing, what needs to be done, really.
Bill Clinton.
Remember?
Oops, go ahead.
Bill Clinton jizzed on a poor intern's dress.
Yeah.
He gave hush money to another woman that he was fucking behind his wife's back.
Right.
And yet he gets a free pass like you can't believe. But Donald Trump is the worst human on the face of the planet.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. Kind of like this person. Look at this idiot at a city council meeting or whatever. Look at this.
Hello, council. Remember me from last week? Oh, you don't remember me from last week? Could it be because gender is a construct? I'm Anna. Been a Worcester resident for 24 years. Tonight, I'm coming to you as Laddie LaRouge, otherwise known as Lady LaRouge. Tonight, I'm Laddie.
Are you kidding me?
You dumb bastard.
Police should just come right over and hit this guy in the head with a club and drag him out.
Is it a guy or a girl?
I don't know.
It's a guy or a girl, right?
I'm not going to choose to use a gender construct, as this person said. It's just an idiot that needs a club to the back of the fucking head. All right, here's more. I couldn't believe you didn't see this video.
I did not, but I'm happy.
Oh, you'll love this. This person of no gender thinks that her town needs to give her cause $500,000 back because Donald Trump cut it.
I'm in drag. I use he, they pronouns.
He, they.
And I am a proud and loud queer artist in the city. I am a local burlesque and drag performer, producer, educator, and historian.
And fool. And
is that like a Palestinian flag that is on a...
I don't know. There's so much wrong with it. No, it's a rainbow flag. It's a...
Is it? I can't see.
LGBTQIA plus minus divided by 6. Whatever. All right, here you go.
And I'd like to ask the council and Mayor Petty why you've ghosted us, left us on red, have not responded to our emails asking for a formal apology, both to Councillor Nguyen and the whole queer community.
Yeah.
Because by not doing so...
I'll give you your apology. We're sorry you're queer. Sorry. Fucking moron. All right, here we go. Charlie's so right.
Come on, Charlie.
Come on, Charlie. There's some good points being made here. Open your heart a little, Charlie. You're a little too hardened.
Look,
here we go.
I swear to God, like they voice sounded like a chick, and I was ready to have sex with it.
No, you weren't.
I was, because that's a painted-on mustache.
Yeah, I know.
So I mean, like, I'm kind of thinking like could be a hot chick under there, but
it would still be a lunatic.
Yeah,
no, thanks.
Damn it.
All right, here we go.
You're sending a message not only to your constituents, but to the queer community as a whole and every visitor that comes to the city that I used to be proud to call home. Not so much this past few weeks.
Aww.
Worcester is home to world-renowned stages, the Hanover Theater, Tuckerman Hall, Mechanics Hall, who host touring artists from around the world. I know if I were a trans or non-binary actor on a Broadway tour who's coming to this city this year, I would not feel safe coming to Worcester.
Aww.
With the rhetoric that's been allowed to fly in these chambers, I wouldn't feel safe.
Well, don't come to Cleveland, you faggot cunt. Fuck you.
I don't understand. I mean, it's not like people in Worcester are like stringing up LGBTQ plus people and are hanging from trees all around the city. Dude, that place is...
What? You don't remember how the people of Worcester were rounding them all up and throwing them off the top of buildings last week?
Oh, I forgot. No, that's Hamas, the people that they support.
Hamas, LGBT, whatever. Throw them all off the building. Get the fuck out of here. But she's going to get to why she's so upset.
Dude, Brian, now that's just wrong, dude. Come on.
Yeah, no, it isn't. He's got the right idea. Go step on an AIDS needle. Go Philadelphia yourself. We'll make a new movie about you. We'll call it Worcester.
Cody, you're right.
Yeah, well, and that's why she's bitching. That's why she's bitching.
A public apology now.
Now.
Get on it. Speaking of getting on it, I'd like to speak in support of item 8I that you, council, request that you, city manager Batista, commit and act on creating an LGBTI coalition and task force to address issues of queerphobia, specifically transphobia, as you like to say, Joe Petty, and any other biphobias, xenophobias, and other bigotry that have been displayed by members.
There's no phobia. Nobody's afraid of you. We just don't like you.
Certainly not afraid of that person. I just don't like that person. Yes.
We just don't like you.
There's no phobia here at all.
No, there's no phobia. There's an absolute disgust of you. We are disgusted by you. We don't want to see you.
The sad part is, I really don't care what the fuck they do in their own room.
I don't either.
It doesn't matter to me.
Dude.
Trans away your life, dude, but I don't need to hear about it.
This fake chick can rub her clit on a fucking hot toaster for all I care. I really don't care. Just don't try to make me pretend that I think you're brave, because I don't. I think you're a fucking lunatic. You're a fucking lunatic.
We just got Charlie
That's
to put
it.
a Baja Blast.
Well, that's good. Glad I could bring a little funny. All right, here you go. More of this.
Members of this cabinet. My ask is that this task force addresses the discrimination and issues in this council first and then expands to the greater Worcester community. Speaking of, I'd also like to support item 8J, asking for $500,000 in funding to go to the queer community via a Queer and Trans Alliance Fund dedicated to addressing the needs of the LGBTQIA community.
500 grand from a city to address the needs of this person and people like this person.
And you think Worcester is just rolling in $500,000 to give to the LGBTQ plus?
What do they add that's worth? See, this is where it's all these people with their social construct are fucking full of shit. Stop with this. Your decisions don't add value to your city. They will put $500,000 towards something, or they should put $500,000 towards something that will add value to their city. The LGBTQIA wants does not add $500,000 worth of value or commerce or anything else to the city of wherever she's from, Worcester.
I want $500,000 then to the street community. I want a piece of this action, dude.
Yes. I want it brought to the Twinsburg community. And I want to be the chairman. Yeah. I want to be the chairman of the Straight People for Twinsburg community, and I want $2 million.
I'm leading my straight pride march through Broadview Heights this coming weekend.
Damn right. If you're going to drop $500,000 in my lap, I will. I'll go out there and march around for the fucking thing, but this is so ridiculous, right?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Here's a tip. Open your ear. Here's a tip. Open your ears and listen. Stop talking over me, Joe. And apply the notes that we're giving you. Once again, I'll thank you when you make a formal apology.
Fuck you.
If I was that council, I would have been like, yeah, get the fuck out of here, you fucking lunatic.
That would have been me too. I'd been like, fuck you. Put that in the record.
I'll give you $500,000 to wipe that fucking mustache off your face, you dumb bitch.
Yeah. Wipe the clown makeup off, idiot.
Look, I'm not trying to be insensitive to the trans community or the LGBTQ plus AI community. I just don't give a fuck. But it's people like that give the communities a bad name. Mm-hmm. You don't need to be doing this garbage. Yeah. Enough is enough. And it's thank God that we do have a president like Trump in there that can maybe tell people, yes, there are two genders here. We're not going to put up with this garbage anymore. We're not going to have topless trans people all over the White House lawn on Easter this time around. Sorry.
That's right. Oh, Charlie has a fund he wants part of. It's a good one, Charlie. Look, let's be really honest for a minute here. Put that one back up for a minute. Put the Charlie one back up for a minute. Is that any more absurd than what she just asked for?
No.
It's no more absurd.
No.
It's the same level of lunacy. The only difference, Charlie's fucking joking.
Why don't we go out there and get the fat community, $500,000?
Yes. We'll
the
call it the
community,
McDonald's Burger
$500,000.
King Fund.
Absolutely.
Yes. How about Fat Guys for Fatty Food Fund? I'm in for that. Let's get $1 million for that because it costs more to eat.
I don't understand. I don't understand the attitude. $500,000. These people are they've lost it.
I wouldn't give $5.
Half the country agrees with them.
Would you give $5? No.
I wouldn't give $5. I wouldn't give a nickel.
No, I wouldn't. Same here. I wouldn't give him one of these fucking overcost to make pennies. Fuck you. You ain't getting shit. Go peddle your fake mustache and beard somewhere else, you fucking twat bag.
Again, the problem that we're up against is that there's people out there that agree. I mean, I hate to bring up his name, but I mean, we got Chiselka's out there.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's the world where what it is right now, and this I honestly do believe this is the truth. Trump has come in just ass kicking away, and all of the most lunatic side of the left are just flailing right now. I think that's really what it is. They're just flailing because they've been given a pretty hard no to everything that they do.
And they've learned nothing, though.
Nothing at all.
I mean, they're continuing the same nonsense. I wish I had the clip. Maybe we can find it. I don't know. J.D. Vance is on with some CBS broad, right? And he's talking about free speech because he had a big speech in Europe talking about free speech. Charlie, you know what I'm talking about. But she said that free speech is what started the Holocaust. That is what caused the genocide in Germany was free speech.
Yeah, that's great.
But that's what we're fighting. Those are the people that we're up against.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking for it. Who said this? J.D. Vance.
What's her name? Margaret Brenner. Was that it, Charlie?
Margaret Brennan. I'm looking for it.
She wasn't with Vance. It was with Marco Rubio.
Oh, Marco Rubio?
Yeah, and she said that free speech is what caused the genocide in Germany.
Let's see. Free speech. Germany.
Good luck finding that on liberal streaming.
News. I'm not finding just the quote. And I don't want to play a long story just to get to it. Every one of these 10 minutes. I believe you, though. Fucking lunatics.
Listen to the podcast today, everybody. Go to WHKRadio.com.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it was Marco Rubio. But it was... I mean, these people are nuts, dude. That's what we're up against. And, people like Chiselka could sit there and say that Trump is a piece of shit all he wants. But it doesn't make up for the fact that the left are a bunch of lying bastard people that are out there just spreading propaganda. They're calling people like Elon and Trump Nazis. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. And you know what? Tough shit. If you don't like it, don't. We had to suffer through fucking 4 years that we didn't like. So
yeah,
sit back, relax, and eat your bag of dicks for the next 4 years because it ain't stopping. It sure ain't going to stop because your fucking pussy's hurt. So shut up. Boy, for the guy that said he wasn't going to swear tonight, I am going.
Yeah, we got 4 years of this left. I mean, we're a month in, and this is the kind of shit that's been going on. The kind of stuff that Elon has found in a month.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what's going to happen over the next, 6 months?
Yeah. Well, the thing, dude, there's so many things to unpack with what he's finding. Did you see now he's going to go and find the gold at Fort Knox?
Well, he's going after the IRS now, too. And you know the kind of fraud that's going to be in the IRS?
Oh, tons.
But the problem is you're going to get judges that are going to try to stop them from doing what they want to do.
Oh, they're going to try, but they're not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to. That's the whole thing that's going to shut it down. As Trump has already said, this is what I want. This is it. This is executive order. The judges really don't hold standing if he executive orders it. Do they? I don't think so.
I don't know. Are we being censored? The chat's not working.
No, it's back working. It went down for a minute. I don't know why.
Too many people trying to donate money.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yes, I can believe the loss of integrity of 60 Minutes. Here's the problem. We didn't know that we were being lied to before.
Yeah.
You can only imagine what we've been lied to over the how many years of these news channels telling us what we were supposed to believe?
Well, when do you think it changed? I think
what changed?
Using the media for propaganda. Do you think, like, as an example, I'll start far back and then we'll kind of lean either forward or backward. Do you think that, like, the Walter Cronkites and the news people of the JFK assassination were legit or propagandizing guys?
I think they were probably still told what to say and what not to say.
So you think they were propaganda? Do you think that
at
the minute we had TV then, we had propaganda
I don't know.
in the news?
I shouldn't say that, but I mean, I think there are certain things. You don't think that somebody
I'm not saying you're wrong.
put out something to these TV stations when it came to like a JFK? I don't know.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that, I mean, look, you can go outside of news and see that 21 back in the 50s, that game show where they just blatantly cheated and lied to make people watch.
I do think that when it comes to news, there's always an agenda. And I think there always has been an agenda.
Okay.
I think the majority of...
Since 1776?
Well, they didn't have news.
Well, they had newspapers.
Again, I think that when you control the news, you control the public. And I definitely believe that even as far as back then, there could be an agenda to be pushed.
Sure.
There could be somebody absolutely telling newspapers what to write, what not to write.
The only thing that I wonder, and again, I'm going to go back to the first part, and tell me where you think I'm wrong, I'm asking. I'm not trying to say, well, I'm right and prove me wrong. With JFK, there was a whole lot of grabbing this lady from the street and this news guy running back to the office and stuff, if that really wasn't real, that was a hell of a lot of planning. Not saying that it couldn't have been, but it just seemed, when you see all that old footage, it doesn't seem like it was faked to me.
Well, did you see that woman that came out and said that thinks 2 shooters?
Well, I've always thought, I don't believe that it was Oswald from the 6th floor of the depository.
You should look her up. She is hot.
Who?
Representative Luna.
Let's find her. She's a current representative or an old one?
Big media turn was 2002, weapons of mass destruction. That's when it happened for real.
She is a piece of ass. Holy smokes. I mean, a beautiful lady.
Cody says it started with Vietnam. Could be both. Absolutely.
Dude. I'm voting for her bills.
Is there a clip of her talking about the 2 shooters?
Who cares?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I like the outfit.
Oh, you want LGBTQIA? Sure. Got my vote. Whatever you need, dear.
If there were 2 of her making out, that'd be fantastic.
Oh, that'd be great. That's a bill I would back.
$500,000 for that. There you go.
There you go.
You got my money. Worcester, pay up.
That's right. I'll support anything she's doing. Tie me with that red tie, Bill. Mm-hmm. She's sexy. What did she say? She said something about shooters?
The JFK 2 shooters.
2 shooters. God, you got me running crazy here on the fucking searches.
See?
Here we go. Present, share, Luna, share. Jesus. She really is hot.
And we've also been told that the CIA director is very supportive. To put it in perspective, I think that this issue transcends not just one administration, but multiple administrations. And it hasn't been until now that we've been able to get people actually in positions of power that will push for transparency. Now, if I find that different entities in the various intelligence agencies are stonewalling us, I'm going to make that known to the American people. But as of right now, we are cautiously optimistic.
What's your priority list? Because Epstein 9/11?
Our first investigation will be announced, but it's going to be covering on a thorough investigation into the John F. Kennedy assassination. And I can tell you, based on what I've been seeing so far, the initial hearing that was actually held here in Congress was actually faulty in the single bullet theory. I believe that there were 2 shooters, and we should be finding more information as we are able to gain access into the SCIF, hopefully before the files are actually released to the public.
Excuse me, ma'am, but I just came on the Warren Commission report. Sorry.
Yeah, she's pretty up there. Pretty open.
Hot. Yeah, I like her. I
Hell
do
yeah.
like her.
Yeah. No, she is something.
Yeah, she's a good one.
Is it sexist for me to say that I wish she would just do her report there in a bikini? Would that
Bring
be
back
bad?
the old naked news.
Naked news.
With her as the reporter. Hell yes. Who wouldn't watch that JFK report?
See? Remember when Jimmy Kimmel was funny and had girls like that bouncing on trampolines?
Yeah, that was a long time ago now. You know, we're probably saying all this and it'll turn out that she's just AI or something. It's not even real.
Whatever.
Doesn't matter to me.
Still something to look at.
Yep.
Hey, why don't we take a break? We haven't done that.
You're running the thing here, man. I'm just...
Let's take a quick break. We do have, somebody actually paying to be on the show. What kind of... Hasn't done it yet, but...
Want me to play it?
Well, I know. I'm going to find it.
It's the 4th one down.
I'm almost there. Got it. All right. So we'll be right back in like a minute.
All right.
Hang on. And listen. Hang on.
When disaster strikes, we come together. Here at Mario's Barbershop, we've turned our passion into purpose. As Hands to America, a 501c3 nonprofit, we're on the ground helping those hit by hurricanes, floods, fires, and tornadoes right here in northeastern Ohio and nationwide. But we can't do it alone. We need your help to keep this vital work going. Your donations, whether it's cash or vehicles, can bring hope to those who've lost so much. Join us in making a real impact. Every donation fuels relief efforts and helps rebuild lives. Call us at 844-864-2637 or locally at 216-520-1977 or visit us at handstoamerica.org to see how you can help.
Make sure you do that. Please go to handstoamerica.org, handstoamerica.org.
That's right.
And donate. Mario's actually in North Carolina right now as we speak.
It's great.
And took a load of stuff and money and goods and everything to people that are into floods and hurricane down there. So he's doing the Lord's work.
He is a good soul. I'll give him credit. He is a good soul. I wish I had a good soul.
Yeah, I kind of do at times also. Wish I had that going for me. And especially when, you almost die a couple of times. You're sitting there going, shit, dude. I was supposed to make up for it before the next one happened.
Right. And I'm still a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Why? Why can't I stop being a piece of shit? Boy, I agree with Brian there. Holy smokes. Sydney Sweeney can do anything she wants.
We should spend the last 10 minutes of the show just looking at pictures of Sydney Sweeney.
Done. I don't even have to go further in my Facebook to find them.
Look, I'm a fan too, man.
Every post I have in Facebook now is either Sydney Sweeney or Liv Morgan. Damn near every post.
Well, I'm just so happy sometimes that I'm straight because, like the other night, I went to bed and going to bed, I just turned on the Women's Royal Rumble.
Oh, yeah.
And I just fell asleep watching that, and it was like the happiest I've been in a while.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Here we go. Here. So what do you want to talk about, Seth, for the last 10 minutes? I know. How about this?
Man.
So about U.S. aid.
See, there are certain projects I can get behind. If like the government was like fraudulently sending money to women like this to increase her wardrobe or her her variety of videos that she has, then I could get behind stuff like that.
Yeah. If she was like a sex doctor teaching people how to fuck,
right?
I'd be all for funding that.
USAID, give all the money you can.
Yes. Why not? Good grief. I know, we're both done. It's like,
no, I got nothing anymore. Like,
full stop.
I don't think Natalie likes the Mars guy to help people that are in great need. Donate. Go to handstoamerica.org.
Yes.
Handstoamerica.org.
Sydney Sweeney will be there to collect your money.
Now, if that was the case, I'd be broke. If she was there collecting money, I would take $1 out of my bank at a time,
Yes.
and just go $1, and then again.
That's exactly the type of donation every guy wants to make, the $1 at a time to Sydney Sweeney, if you get my drift.
Yes.
Whew. All right, do I need to take her off the screen?
Do you think she's like a really good actress, or was really somebody found talent in her, or do you think somebody was like, all right, look at this broad?
Well, she started acting before she was like her early stuff is back when she was like 15. So, but I'll say this, and I'm being as deadly serious as I can be about Sydney Sweeney. I started watching Euphoria, the HBO show Euphoria,
right?
Only because the fans of the CMS told me that she was naked and just getting railed every single episode of the show. And that's the honest to God's truth why I started watching that show. I had seen her in that Rolling Stones video for Angry, and I was like, oh, this chick's going to be naked and getting banged? I must see this. I started watching that Euphoria, and that damn show is fantastic. And not just because Sydney Sweeney's getting railed in every episode. I mean, she's a good actress in it. Her role as Cassie is great in it, but everybody's role in it is. It's a well-written, great show.
I've only seen her one movie. It was some rom-com movie with some dude that's supposed to be hot. She was naked in that too.
Anything she wants. The one
Anything But You or whatever, something like that.
Where she gets naked on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. I think it's Anything She Wants.
Cody says donate to the Seth Don't Die Fund.
Yeah, please.
Yes,
we are in full stop because of her. I'm taking her off the screen.
I'll put up another one.
All right, let me see. Kill that one. Let me find another. Yeah, I have
It's not a matter of full stop, dude. Sometimes I get tired of talking about the downfall of America because of the liberal left.
Right.
And I want to talk about something fun. I want to talk about boobs or, something that doesn't feel like my head's going to explode. Literally. Which is the way it's felt for like a week and a half now. Almost did, for God's sakes.
Yeah. Well, this will save you.
See, on top of everything, she's just pretty.
She's pretty. She's a stunner, man.
But there's gotta be.
And she seems fun, man. She seems like goes to like baseball games and football games, and she works on cars and shit. She's like a dateable chick.
I don't know if that's what I want.
At least for an hour, you do.
Wait, all right. Wish I knew how to share this. Man, I think this is her. Now I'm just doing a show that I want to do. I don't even care.
I'm fine.
That's her, right?
Yeah, that's definitely that's Sydney Sweeney, just with the darker hair. Fine
Come on.
actress.
Yeah, she is.
Great actress.
I truly appreciate that kind of talent right there.
Yes, me too. The acting skill is above anything I can.
Should I follow this? I guess I'm going to follow it.
Yes. Dude, I'm telling this is how you could make your Facebook better. Just follow Sydney Sweeney.
Look, I just hearted her picture.
That's all I have on
She's
Facebook
got
now.
over 3 million likes, dude.
Of course.
Oh, God.
Of course.
My wife just sent me a text. She's at the rec center, so she's not listening to the show, so I can talk about banging her all night long. USA had already sent $5 million to Ethiopia for boob jobs.
That's good.
Oh my God. Staples actually sells staples.
Again, that's money I donate to USAID for her too.
Yes, of course. Why wouldn't you?
Every show needs to end with 10 minutes of.
I agree.
I totally disagree. It's just terrible.
Brian is correct. And if they were Sydney Sweeney's, 20 minutes. See, that's the four faces of Cassie from Euphoria.
Okay, I gotta watch that show.
That show's great, dude. I mean, and I'm not, and I'm being dead serious. Not only because of Sydney Sweeney, it's a great show. Marshawn Lynch just signed on to be in the cast too for season 3.
I don't know. My problem is I'm never really interested in just sitting down and watching full episodes of shows anymore.
Oh well, this one will keep your attention.
I'm sure it would, but
there's a lot of hotness on this show. The 45 minutes or 60 minutes flies by. In fact, seeing these pictures, I might have to watch some immediately after the show today. Might have to start watching it again.
I might have to watch about, I don't know, 3.5 minutes of of the show.
Holy smokes.
That was one thing about being in the hospital.
Yeah.
I had one nurse that was just insanely good looking, dude.
Sure.
And like it took everything in me not to like say anything inappropriate or do anything inappropriate, but when you're sitting there, it's you're pretty vulnerable at that point in time.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Dude,
like I remember the first time I was in the hospital, right?
Yeah.
Now, you gotta remember my situation, dude. I had just lost a fucking leg, dude.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know how to get up. I didn't know how to stand. I didn't know how to. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't walk to a toilet to go to a bathroom, right? And so, dude, it'd been probably 2 weeks of me laying there in my own filth,
right,
without having a shower or anything like that.
Sure.
And the good-looking nurse comes in. And she's like, "All right, Seth. Well, you're gonna have to get a shower." I said, "Well, I don't know how to do that currently because I can't walk to the shower." No, I'll take care of it for you.
Oh, good.
And so it was. I thought we were gonna just do the thing like in the bed. There's like a sponge bath kind of thing. Yeah. Flip me into like a wheelchair thing, right? Push me down the hallway into like the shower room.
Of course.
So now I hate to give the image to everybody listening, but butt naked, dude, sitting in a wheelchair, and this really hot nurse is now giving me like in the shower with me.
Right.
Hosing me down and scrubbing every inch, and you're sitting there going, this is like every porn I've imagined my entire life. But back then I had 2 legs and it was going to end a hell of a lot differently.
Right. Are you sitting there going, please don't get hard, please don't get hard,
yes.
Please don't get hard.
But at the same time, then you look down at your missing leg and you're going, yeah, right, there's no shot of this.
Yeah, there's not really. Dude, believe me, the fact that we're guys is all that you need to say. So I'm in the hospital with the burn accident. I'm 69% burned.
Yeah.
Grafts everywhere. Fucking skin falling off me still. I mean, a total fucking wreck, right?
Yeah.
Had a tube down my throat. I was tubed. Because I was tubed, they had to come in 14 times a day and take my temperature and stuff and my blood pressure and shit.
Yeah.
But they had to take the temperature by putting the thermometer between my leg and my ball sack.
Oh.
Now, again, I'm reminding you, I was a burned up, absolute disaster mess, and I'm still trying to shift over so that she's touching my balls. It's a true story, man. I was like, ugh, you know.
I had, dude, there's probably one. That's terrible.
We're guys.
I think I did. Yeah, if my wife is listening, I apologize. But I think it was a month. You know, I was in the hospital for a month. I think there was one time where I did, have some alone time.
Right, sure.
Myself in the hospital room going, God, I hope there's no cameras in this room. God, let there be no cameras in this room. Right. But I was like, fuck this, I'm going for it. Because again, we're guys, dude. We're
guys. Dude, I spent, I can't tell you, probably 6 months where like even to eat with a fork, they had to put a roll of, what do you call that? Bandage stuff. The
gauze?
Ace bandage.
Yeah.
They'd put an ace bandage into my hand and then wrap it up so that it was stuck, and they'd stick a fork in the middle of it so that I could eat with a fork. Dude, it took, so that was like 6 months of no jerking my dick.
Yeah.
Dude, you know, the minute, and I was still a mess, but the minute that I could move my hands enough, I think I was doing that before I was holding a fucking fork. We're guys.
Yeah, that's true, man.
We're guys. Look,
I lost a leg. My testosterone didn't flow out of my leg, dude.
Yes, exactly right. Exactly right.
What was the nurse wearing? In my mind, or what she was she actually wearing? She was actually wearing her white scrubs, and I was hoping for like a wet T-shirt kind of thing to happen. Nothing happened.
You were hoping for some scrubbing.
It was just awful. It was not a really good show today, but thank you.
Yeah, it was. It was funny. It was dirty today. Jesus.
We really are scum. Well,
yes, we are.
And Natalie is finally starting to believe that. Yes, it is what it is. Like, we don't mean to be. It's not like we're given a choice.
We're born with it.
Yes. Look, if the men that aren't scum are the fucking one we just played a little while back from Worcester. Mm-hmm. That one has no testosterone at all. That one doesn't think about anything.
That's right.
It is what it is.
That's right.
I'm proud to be an American. I'm proud to be a man.
Yep.
I may have seizures. I may have a missing leg, but I still have a penis, damn it.
And I beat it constantly.
Amen. More Sydney Sweeney.
Yes.
Next week on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, more Sydney Sweeney.
All right, it's time to wrap shit up, though.
All right.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody that donated. Cody, Scott, we do appreciate it. Anybody that can, wants to donate to the show, God knows we appreciate it. And advertise on the show, get a hold of us. Thanks to Mario, handstoamerica.org. Wednesday, sign up for Minds, minds.com/Seth Williams Show. You'll get the extra content starting at 5:30. And other than that, God willing, there we go. On that note, have a great rest of your Monday, and we will talk to you on Wednesday, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.
Seth Williams loves this land, stands tall and proud. Believes in freedom, speaks his mind out loud. Mentored by Trip, he learned to be tough. Life knocked him down, but he got back up. Lost a leg, but he's still strong and true. Chasing dreams under skies of red, white, and blue. voting for Trump. He shouts it clear. WTAM tried to bring him down, but he's still here. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Hates LeBron James, won't wear that crown. Prefers hard work and blue jeans in this town. Radio waves try to shut him up, but Seth keeps singing, filling that cup. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air.
Looking to sell your car quickly and for top dollar? At buyyourcars.net, we make it easy. Whether your vehicle is new, used, or even damaged, we'll buy it in any condition. Fast offers, quick cash, and hassle-free transactions. What more could you ask for? Just visit buyyourcars.net, enter your vehicle information, and get a fast offer within minutes. Ready to sell? Call us today at 770-815-0342 or fill out the contact form at buyyourcars.net. Get cash fast for your car the easy way. Buyyourcars.net. Selling your car has never been easier.